Fred Tindan a member or sign a wall a football club your friend no baby any Gold Stars or me a Premier League club hodie ope be a D-star power you ko any brunya pa baby any or mudio me buta e be ko to a member and nana Jembi Coca and so a member and I'm paying for studio Fred Tindan wa ha and Elvis Hemanesi wa ha and a chairman nankasa ohena atade wa sha say America tare akasa no wa sha no ntino baba I know see bia be fine we da baga the kan see obi a be di peche and the first of four players you na me di peche chawa no mama kwa baba jumedi so welcome to your Fred mama kwa ba
yeah bring me so
chairman mbacho we mama kwa ba fantastic and the fafra mama wati na bia be fine chairman I say good morning
Ohini bampo brenya. Mezi kotoka asem yen kan 3 weeks.
Just do. Almost some ammunition. No yakasa.
Ejano.
Yen do me.
Da heart of folk.
I was move boom. But tell me something for there.
Eno na mesuru.
Enti free ha eba ha.
Ba we dey ebesi ano.
Say free akra ne kokuma se.
We ebesi ano.
W taro ni ye no be 1 week. E na akọ Enti ebesamba.
Dey man mma.
Anyway, it's good to have you guys. Now, Mbacho,
thank you very much.
Futsal. I mean, him say, nipa wo kroma kroma ni di committed to futsal sa. Elvis, futsal no, chemu mo plans then na mo ya ti say. Afia se mo ni abre because as futsal no vim no form. Dey na mo ye nti ne ma kanya mo ke ene pema be piem so studio hey. Ma me chat for the chairman no.
Yo, I ain't made that say, and thanks for the opportunity. Let me say a big thanks to Happy FM. You've always been there for us. The attorney said, "Mami acknowledging me, chairman. It's very important, Mr. Mark Wekoli, and also my colleague, Mr. Tindan. For some time now, we've been working behind the scenes when it comes to futsal. In fact, there was a previous committee before this very one was reconstituted." In TM say, "Munim di na your course behind the scenes." But as time goes on, jumani be and we felt say this is the time to bring it to the public domain, especially as per our mandate. Say if you know, ama juma say say beat me about futsal league for the first time in Ghana. I think say to your question, your main question, Ankasano, futsal is football, but you've answered my question, Oyinde, because you spoke as if you were part of the committee or you are somebody who have really followed futsal for long. Five-a-side football, a type of football we've been playing over the years.
If you're watching the neighborhood football, small post na small post na just that we no asukakra.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So over the years, FIFA swaggia to mo. But futsal no, your boy had check. It started way back in Uruguay.
A South American game.
Yes, South American game. Omu pepa in terms of South Americans, especially Brazilians, Argentinians. But they really started in Uruguay, and over the years they've been playing it. We have also been playing our type. If you are born a 7-a-side, if you are born a 5-a-side. But basically, what we intend to do is to go by the FIFA principle and the FIFA method, which is 5-a-side. And you indicated clearly, we also play futsal on a hard turf or on a hard court. It is played indoors by FIFA standard, but it can also be played outdoors. As a league committee, Yababeshama started futsal league, we are going to combine the two because we lack some facilities and it's a new game, and we don't want anybody to be deprived. Into both outdoor and indoor. As time goes on, we will still engage the media, our stakeholders, to offer them the necessary training, to offer them the necessary know-how for us to begin the game. But the basic thing I can say about futsal is a 5-a-side football. You've got 5 players on each side, 2 opponents. One of the 5 players is a goalkeeper. Exactly. So it must be noted. So one of the 5 players.
Yeah, the 9 should have ball. Goalkeeper
exactly. Equipment so I use, a futsal football. It's not like the main football. Exactly.
Difference is say boot and motion. More of gym boots.
Exactly, like the sneaker type. Exactly.
Football.
Exactly. You when it says Juman, one man easy.
You are impressed, man.
It shows the level of journalists are. You've done your background checks. You follow the game, and I'm very, very much impressed. I must be very. And we want you to come on board to help.
Say family back.
Exactly. This is the game we are bringing to Ghanaians. Let me say a very big kudos on behalf of my chairman to the FA president, the executive council, and the general secretary for having faith in the committee. Like I said, we've been working behind the scenes, and I want to assure Ghanaians that very soon, futsal is coming to their doorsteps. As we go along, some of my colleagues will bring about the things that will be done.
Chairman, I remember what I mean, Bissau, the love of futsal free here. Why not football? Because Ghana had 10 people, 7 because they have love for football. Either they've played it before, and I say, I'm support a particular club or the other. For me, why the love for futsal football, not regular football?
Well,
So, bear Mike, mommy.
thank you very much, my brother. Brenya,
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you know a poor Oscar, but futsal, like my brother rightly said, it developed from Uruguay in a city called Montevideo. Thanks to one teacher who thought it wise to use something as a recreation to teach, a tool to teach his children how to play, how to be, what they call it, skillful and all that. So he started something like that on a small note. And then with time, if you go to the streets of Brazil and Peru and all the other places in South America, they put aside football, and then they started with this small game they call futsal. Now, after some time, they formed a confederation called South American Futsal Confederation, which consists of Peru, Uruguay, Paraguay, and then Argentina and Brazil. But there was one, Jose Antonio, who was also a journalist. I think if he were alive today, he would give you a shoulder high, a pat on your shoulder and say, yeah, you have done a good job. And he took it upon himself to spread the game.
Okay.
And so, being a journalist, he was going from one place to the other, writing stories and here and there. And then all of a sudden, the game became popular. And then they staged a competition, the first one, I think in
1930.
1930. The first championship they staged. I think it was in 33.
Yeah.
And Brazil won. And ever since, Brazil has been dominating.
Yeah.
And as football, Ghana, like you said, Ghanaians are football-loving people. And once we are been watching the Ronaldinos and the Carlos and co, we also started our own thing. We thought it wise to also start our own thing. They've been playing, so we see. And then that's what we call the small pools, which every committee has, something like that. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. Now, so what should be the community's involvement in some of this? I mean, say, now, I should tell you, in my community, for instance, there's a private developer where see AstroTurf. There's a sports complex. But essentially, a small 5-a-side pitch, which is a good base for you to start your futsal. What should be the community's involvement in planning some of these things? Ferdinand, what should be the community's involvement?
Well, I think that senior me chairman me vice a sport introduce our online. Now their involvement here will be say they should grab the football, and I said they should grab the sport, and by so doing, especially in the communities. Community be a ball, energy sometimes ultimately Labadi community in other communities. Sometimes ultimately say this 5-a-side amo ball na nkrofo atwa ahia na amo hwe na energy eba. I think say a sport as I say community bia it me grabbing na or welcome
Okay.
na on me engine too na on register but so do you know I believe say any G ebeba that particular your friends and community.
What's your plans? Ben, I mean, what did I here in regards to futsal football? I hear for from that. By the way, my main time was say mo committee member back FA live on Facebook. Someone a book too. Say keep going, chairman and vice. I'm with you live. About live on our Facebook page. What is happening in the area of futsal in Ghana?
Yeah, currently, no, like I indicated earlier, we've been doing a lot of things behind closed doors. Afina, Babe started the physical aspect of what we've been doing behind the scenes.
Okay.
The FA is very much prepared to give us the necessary assistance, the necessary support. So just as Mr. Fred said, we want the communities to adopt this model of football because it's shining in a nana agro. And fortunately for us, FA, just like beach soccer, we all know how beach soccer started in this country. And now we know we can say beach soccer, Airborne African Cup of Nations. Same as futsal. We've not been to the last African futsal championship. They call it the Total Futsal African Cup of Nations. Ghana didn't participate because we've not started playing the league. So in fact, as a matter of fact, your intentions is NCBR somewhere around September. By God's grace, if we are able to put everything together, we want to start the league, no matter how small. Our intention is to start from somewhere, and we know we will get there gradually. The national team committee will also take it from there, and we pray, a bit me qualify for the next. But currently, there is something I want to also add.
Okay.
So Morocco is the current futsal champion in Africa, and Egypt was the highest record of 3 titles. So these are games that I think we started more in West Africa, but as it stands now, look, the North Africans are dominating. And in the world, Portugal won the recent one in Lithuania, and Brazil is the most successful team when it comes to futsal in the world. So Ghana wants to become successful, and we believe with the necessary support from you guys and corporate body in terms of sponsorship and everything, we will get there.
Okay, Chairman, for you come.
I'll chip something in there. You see, futsal helps in developing the skills and talents of people to unearth the talents. And then once it comes on board, once we start with the league, you see that we'll produce different types of players.
As a matter of fact, Ronaldinho, whilst he was playing juvenile football, played futsal.
Exactly.
So a lot of his skills are all football, more who at the same level. He started from futsal.
Yeah. So once it is here, it is home. I will entreat everybody, all stakeholders, to give it the maximum support. It
will be easy for you in terms of the outdoor pitches, infrastructure-wise.
Yeah.
The indoor, how difficult will it be for you guys to, and easy for you guys to set it up? Then you be one standardized futsal indoor courts, or anywhere, any part of Ghana. How do we do that?
Oh, okay. Currently, we've been able to access some good indoor venues like the Adramani Sports Complex.
Yes.
We also visited the boxing arena.
Bukum.
Yes, and we found a very good place. Okay. But because the facilities are minimal, so just as you said, we will concentrate on the outdoor. Then, whilst we select our players for the national team, the FA will camp them. Okay, for the indoor games. Well, when they go out there, they are going to play indoor. So it is necessary. And if we want to also, based on the fact that we lack infrastructure, we will not even start the game.
Sure.
It must definitely start from somewhere. Yeah. So at the moment, we have some indoors. Some hotels, some very big hotels of such facilities. But it's a new game. To afford it to become a problem. Even the Dramani Sports Complex and all those places are not free. And since it's a new game, we will manage both. Okay. There are times we can organize competitions. There will be at that venue. We are playing all competitions there so that people will get, that feel of it. But generally, we don't want to limit it, especially for the league format. But as we select players for the national teams and we move on, we will definitely make sure that they will be camped and they will go by the FIFA one, which is the hard turf or the hard court. and then we'll participate in Africa definitely.
Me na say, as time goes on, we will engage more.
Yeah.
Now, more plans in the we would try to help in promoting it. Zinan, we find our ways.
Yeah, now me person me fabi big grand fanka e me painful. Sir, if sir nyame adom na di etimi year, Ghana we are a lot of talent in terms of football. Into players are amaka echi amunya premier club. And I said teams division 1, second division airborne. On make my movie to the futsal. Let me give you one example. In Uganda, one club, I think AS
Vital
in Uganda, went in to a futsal club to pick a player.
Vital in Uganda.
No, Uganda. I think.
Okay, cool.
Villa. I think
okay.
it's Villa. In Uganda, they went in for a futsal club to pick a player and register the player.
Oh, some clubs in elsewhere have both a football club and a futsal club.
Yes, and you know,
especially in Spain. Most of our main club, but to some of futsal club as well. Yes. So it's a good place to start. Fantastic. But I must say for your time.
Or anyway, for a quick one before you go, let me say for now, because it's a new game, it will be limited teams.
Okay.
And we still want to put. We want to inform the public. So anyone who has a futsal team, our person bought in the league, they should apply to info@ghanafa.org, or anyone who wants to offer us any form of assistance, technical or whatever, should get to the General Secretary of the FA, and the necessary assistance will be given, or whatever, or pen information beyond Yebemano. But currently, we are admitting teams to play.
How many teams are you looking at?
We are looking at somewhere around 8 or 12 teams.
In Accra?
Yeah, we are piloting the program.
In Accra?
It's new, so we will pilot it. We will start the league in Accra.
Okay.
And very soon, we will do the launching, which I know you will be invited. And
I have something just came to mind, but for public consumption.
Okay.
You wrap up now. Me farmer must see now. We have to be anyways, me was the chairman. Nothing a new way, and I feel so the Phobian man on my left.
And then phobia.
And I feel so. Fetina also name can go stars. It is. My mum mumra. Eba be di komo sisi.
Happy 98.9 FM.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.